Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are presenting our analysis of one of Canada's largest healthcare cybersecurity incident, the LifeLabs data breach of 2019. Our team has thoroughly examined how the breach occurred, LifeLabs' response, the legal and ethical implications, and most importantly, what lessons we can take away from it. So let's dive in. LifeLabs experienced a serious cybersecurity breach that exposed the personal and health information of about 50 million Canadians. The stolen data included health card numbers, lab results, emails, and other sensitive records. To recover the data, LifeLabs paid a ransomware and later invested $50 million in cybersecurity improvements. So the attacker gained unauthorized access to LifeLabs systems. So the report suggests the breach occurred due to poor access controls and outdated encryptions on databases. LifeLabs discovered the incident intentionally through their monitoring tools, but it took nearly about 2 months before the public was informed. So that delay sparked criticism and triggered investigations by privacy commissioners. And this case raised question about the data protection in healthcare sector and tested the organization's preparedness and resilience. So now Priya will take over the response planning phases.
Thank you, Bhavan. Let's take a quick look at the four main phases of LifeLab incident response. The initial stage is preparation. Before the breach, LifeLabs has weak cybersecurity planning. There was no evidence of formal risk assessments or red team testing. Basic controls like password policies were not strong enough. To avoid this, organizations should follow cybersecurity frameworks like NIST, CSI controls, or ISO 27001 to prepare before any attack. Identification. The breach was flagged by internal monitoring tools that noticed unusual activity like access from foreign IPs. A third party team confirmed the breach, but the public was not informed for nearly 2 months, as Bhavan has explained before. Using SIM tools like Splunk or IBM Radar could have helped detect and respond to threats faster. And the Life Labs has planned the containment, eradication, and recovery together by isolating their affected systems, bringing in experts, and paying a ransom to recover the data. While to controverse it, it also helped to restore their operations by using the tools like CrowdStrike or Carbon Black, which are very helpful here to stop threats and clean up the systems quickly. Then comes the post incident analysis. So for this step, they have actually invested $50 million to strengthen their cybersecurity. They ran audits and worked with privacy commissioners. Also, they have ran some postmortems, updating playbooks, and doing some tabletop exercises regularly, or the key steps to staying prepared for the future. To sum up, this case shows how every phase matters. Strong preparation and faster response tools can make all the difference when actual a breach happens. Thank you, Akhil. The next slide will be taken over by Akhil.
Thank you, Priya. So let's go to the ethical and legal implications. Ethically, LifeLab faced criticism for delaying public disclosure and for paying the ransom. This decision set up a questionable precedent and raised a concern about the future attacks. Legally, the breach violated PIPEDA, Canada's privacy law, and the provincial act like PHIPA in Ontario and PIPA in British Columbia. The Privacy Commissioner ordered LifeLabs to implement 10 security measures, including stronger encryption and staff training. For future guidance, organizations should refer to the Office of the Privacy Commissioner of Canada and even consider GDPR principle as international benchmark. Let's jump into the incident response team structure of the LifeLab incident response team includes several roles. The CISO, that is Chief Information Security Officer, leads the technical response and works with an external vendors. The legal team ensures the compliance with while the IT and security teams handle the forensic analysis. PR professionals manage the communication and the firm like Mandidan provided the ransomware negotiation support. A well-functioning IR team uses the platform like ServiceNow or PagerDuty to track the responsibilities and timelines during the crisis. Now over to you, Hemant.
Thank you, Akhil. So, first, after the breach, Life LifeLabs took major steps to redesign their IT infrastructure with a strong on scalability, availability, and security. They mitigated to secure cloud platforms and set up redundant data centers, which ensures their systems remain online even if one location fails. Internally, they enforced multi factor authentication and single sign on, making unauthorized access much more difficult. But they didn't stop there. A big step forward was adopting a zero trust architecture. This means that no one is automatically trusted even if they are inside the network. Every access must be verified. They also integrated AWS Guard Duty, a threat detection tool that uses machine learning to find suspicious behavior on the human side. They rolled out Now B4 to train employees on how to spot phishing attempts and social engineering tactics. So, together, these changes significantly improve LifeLab ability to defend against future cybersecurity attacks, making their system not just secure but also resilient and future ready. And when it comes to key takeaways, so what can we learn from this case? First thing, cybersecurity must be protective, proactive. Organizations need to invest in continuous monitoring and use modern threat hunting tools to detect issues before they escalate. Second, having an instant response plan isn't enough. It needs to be regularly tested, reviewed, and updated to remain effective. Third, employee training is essential. Even with great technology, people are often the weakest link. Staff must be trained on cybersecurity best practices and how to recognize threats. Fourth, technical controls like encryption and secure backups aren't optional. They are critical to protecting data in the event of an attack. And finally, perhaps the most important point, cybersecurity is not just an IT issue, it's an organizational responsibility that needs commitment from leadership, technical teams, and every employee. Thank you. Over to you, Jomi.
All right. To wrap up things, first, it's crucial that organization develop a formal incident response plan, and just as important, test it regularly. Simulating breaches at least twice a year helps teams stay sharp and identify any gaps before a real incident hits. Second, aligning security program with recognized compliance framework like NIST, ISO 27001, PIPEDA ensures that we are just reacting to threats but proactively building a strong, legally compliant foundation. Third, in the event of a breach, transparency is a key. Communicating clearly and quickly can go a long way in maintaining public trust, and that trust is hard to rebuild once it's lost. So here, the Life Labs breach really is a wake-up call. It exposed how ethical missteps, legal oversights, and weak technical defenses can all collide and turn into a full-blown crisis. But the good news is, with layered strategies, collaboration across departments, and a culture that values accountability and preparedness, organization can defend themselves better and can respond smarter, even better. That's all about. Thank you.
Okay, so the key takeaway is clear. Cybersecurity is a continuous journey, not a one time fix. And to stay ahead of threats, organizations must be proactive, prepared, and united in their commitment to protecting data. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.